Welcome back, everyone. It is Tarot Tuesday once again. Sprinkle some love and some magic into your world for this week. Thank you for joining me. I am Terry Kiggins, your energy therapist, and I have your intuitive tarot oracle card reading for this week of May 7th through May 13th. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's see what the forces that be have got to say for this week. What is the overall energy that we need to be paying attention to? And this card pops right out. It's consciousness. It's associated with the third eye chakra. So here, this is also where your pituitary gland sits, and there are crystals in there that activate all the neurons and your intuition as well. And it's a lapis lazuli is the stone it is associated with. So we'll get this back here. Beautiful, beautiful. So consciousness for this week. Have you been listening to your higher self, to your intuition, to your higher consciousness? Have you been paying attention to the messages that the overall collective consciousness has been sending to you? Whether it could be from anywhere, and radio, TV, a sentence in a book, something you overhear from someone, whatever grabs your attention is meant as a message for you in some way, shape, or form. It is meant as a message. So if you haven't been paying attention to your intuitions, your higher consciousness, and watching with your third eye area, it's time to start. At least start paying attention to those things that happen that are just jumping and screaming in your face and you simply just cannot ignore. Take that piece of information and take a minute to listen to that. Roll it around in your head, logically, emotionally. What does that say to you? What is that meaning? Maybe it's some layers you have to peel off, but what is that speaking to you? What's going on in your life, any area of your life that you may be needing to pay a little more attention to, either positively or negatively, more attention or less attention, but the messages are coming for you to pay attention. Let's shuffle real quick here and get maybe a little further information out of our Waite deck. I have shuffled all the cards and cleared the previous energy from them. So I'll give them all a quick shuffle as we go through. And as always, we will pull a birthday card for all of those celebrating this week. And we'll also pull a wild card too, to see what may be floating around out there that we have no idea what's going on. All right, so let's get one out of the Rider-Waite and see if we can get something a little more specific on consciousness. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands. Pages, they're the first, they are new, they're young, so something new. And pages here, the Wands is information, growth, whether it's personal growth, business growth, financial growth, growth in the family, so many different ways to interpret that portion, but it's also fire energy, which is fast moving, bright, energetic. It's very male yang energy. It's coming right at you. So this information is going to be noticeable, whether this is through a class or through media, a news story, just information you're getting from somebody that you know, maybe mentioning something in passing. But this is going to bring, and perhaps maybe something unexpected. You see the pyramids back here? they indicate higher consciousness too, which goes right along with our consciousness card that we should be paying attention to. It's higher consciousness that's out there in the ethers, out there in the universe. So it may come from some unexpected source. But take heed, and it's something new. Pages bring something new, so it may reflect something that you never considered. And maybe you should take a look at, or perhaps it was something you had thought of or considered maybe some time ago, and it just kind of fell out of your head for now, and now it's coming back. You know, you get a couple of an idea, and then somebody mentions something that relates to it, and maybe a day or two later down the road, somebody else says something about it, or you hear something about it. This is synchronicity, guys. You need to pay attention to those types of messages. This is the higher consciousness, the forces that be, the universal energies that's bringing you information. Pay attention, decipher it. It may not pertain to just one area of your life. It may be a couple. But take it seriously. Because you know what? If you don't, it's going to pass you by. And eventually the forces that be, the universal energies go, all right, she's just not paying attention. We're going to move on and let somebody else have this. And then you're going to be left behind. So pay attention. You don't want a ship to pass you by, especially with something really awesome, you know, and it may just be something to make your life simpler, and it could be very grand and big too. What else have we got? We have got temperance. Okay, temperance, patience. This information's going to come, and I believe the consciousness is you need to have a little bit of patience with how you're going to make this work in your life. Review it, mull it over, look at all the different angles, because with new energy, you know, there's a lot of different ways it can come, and probably a lot of different ways you can apply it. So have some patience, because it may not come quickly, but the universe is still asking you to open your consciousness to this new information, and perhaps a new way of thinking or a new belief system, a new business thought. But have patience with yourself. And once you latch on to that information and listen, don't rush into it. Take your time and take a look at the different angles. So it's just asking you to be patient with the information that's coming, or to be a little patient with what is coming. Okay, and then we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, he is the king of the material world here, and he knows. He knows. He knows his finances. He knows where this is going and where that is going and how it's all going to play out. So there may be energy of someone who truly knows their shit that's going to bring you this information. But this is really based in more of material aspects of life. Not necessarily finance, but it could be. It could be. But more in the material, tangible areas of life, something you could reach out and touch and hold. Not etheric, you know, like all these philosophical ideas. This is materialistic. This is down here in our 3D grounded earth space that we live in every day. So this information, it could be male energy. It may not be. But it just symbolizes that this person is an authority in what they do. It could be real estate. That's earthy and tangible. It could be in banking. It could be just in your own home and grounding it there and how to make that more stable or efficient or productive. it's something very tangible, not necessarily, again, like male energy. It's somebody who really is a professional in what they do, or have just gained a lot of knowledge over time and has a lot of ideas and resources for you, which is where this new idea, this new energy and growth for you as a person will come to pass. Okay, let's take a quick second here. We're going to shuffle the Morgan deck for our wild card, and we'll set it aside. We'll let Kitty over here kind of take care of that for us while we're waiting, and that'll wrap up the reading for us today. Oh, it just spilled everywhere. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. All right, see what we got for Morgan. This is our funky deck, the one that gives us some very odd messages. And it does take a bit of deciphering with this deck, but it's just so much fun. Okay, one more shuffle here. All right, grab the top deck. The top card, and we have got. Oh, this is two-sided. This is a ladybug upside down. One side says rebirth, and you flip it the other way, it says death. Okay. Rebirth and then death. You cannot have one without the other. And I blew that, didn't I? Because we were going to wait till the end, but apparently we need to know this right now. Whatever these energies are for you personally, the consciousness to be aware this week is whatever it is these messages are, and whatever the sources are that they're coming from. Remember to be patient, but something may have to go in order to birth something new, or to rebirth a previous idea or thought that you had. You can't have birth without death to have rebirth. It's that cycle. Being that rebirth is on here, I really lean toward this is something that's coming that you need to wrap your own consciousness around when these messages get to you. This is something that probably came to you some time ago. And when you had that thought, that idea, that business path, whatever it was, the timing wasn't right. Or you didn't think you knew enough, or were good enough, or smart enough, or didn't have, whatever it was, it just, you wanted to do it, but it just felt off. It just wasn't time yet. But apparently, it's time for the rebirth, to visit that information again. Because I think you're going to get some new information relating to that, which is going to bring it home for you and make it profitable and growth worthy for you, and stable, knowledgeable. This is looking pretty awesome. Although we got the wild card a little early, but that's why it's wild, right? It just kind of flips in there when it wants to. So this is it, guys, for this week. Open your mind, open your third eye, be aware, open your mind to that consciousness and those messages that are coming through, even if they seem totally off the wall. Pay attention. They aren't always literal. You know that. So it may take some deciphering, which brings in the patience card. Be patient. But again, third eye, emotional energy here, it's going to come from out there as a brand new message to you for a new way of doing something that you had thought of before. And it might even take you by surprise. Like, wow, I hadn't thought about that in years. Oh my God, that would totally work right now. Listen, Okay, let's pull a birthday wish for everybody celebrating this. Happy birthday to everyone who celebrates. Thank you for gracing our lifetime with your unique gifts and your presence. Let's pull this, and then we will take a look at some final messages for the reading. What is the birthday wish for our folks for this week? Happy birthday to you. Let's get our grab card. And the birthday wish this week is paper airplane. I am free to make my wishes come true, which falls right in line with the reading here today. You will have the information. You're going to have those messages. Here you are. Happy birthday. Sail those ideas out into the universe there, because you have what you need to make it come true. Happy birthday, everyone. Have fun with all the new ideas and information this week, and let that paper airplane soar to circle back to you and bring your wishes to you. Happy birthday. Okay, let's grab a spirit animal card. No, let's not. Let's grab a starry beginning here and get a final word on this consciousness and the messages that are coming through, the rebirth of an idea or a plan that you really wanted to do, and it's so viable, and now maybe the perfect timing for it. The world is such a different place than it was even a couple years ago, and anything is possible, right? Okay, the Starry deck, what have you got for kind of a final word for us on our consciousness this week? And this one is telling us no longer holds power over you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. Here you go, guys. There you go. And it ties right into your death and rebirth. Let it go. Die is kind of a strong word, but Morgan gets kind of that way, right? Let it go. Let it go and move forward. Grab those messages and move forward. Let that old stuff go, especially if it's really not, helping you. There's no point in hanging on to anything if it doesn't help you or serve a purpose at all. When you let some of that old stuff go, grab the lessons from it and turn it around. That can very well be your silver lining. Grab it, and what did you learn, if for no other reason, to not do it again, right? You learned the lesson, let it go. And once you've learned, it will not come back to haunt you. It is done, it is over, it will go away. So don't let whatever it is hold power over you. Let it go and take your power back so you can move on with all this great new energy that's coming through for you. Just remember to listen and to really grab those messages and think about them to see how you can make it work for you to move forward. It's all coming in for you this week, you guys. Lots of information, maybe some different paths of doing what you had thought of before that didn't work. It's all coming in for you this week. You just have to pay attention, though. That's your job. You got to pay attention and then do something with it. All right, let's wrap this up. We'll get a spirit animal. We haven't done that in quite a while. Let's see what spirit animal energy will be walking with us this week and what that energy might mean to us, every day as we go through life. And then it's kind of fun to watch for that animal, if that's possible, right? Okay, let's grab a spirit animal card and who will be walking with us this week. This week is Frog Spirit. There you go. Clear out the clutter. Let it go. Let the old stuff go. You can't make this up how it all ties together. There is something coming to you information that you need and you need to listen to let things go, let it die, or move on, so that you can bring it forth. It looks like the timing is right, but to exercise some patience, to not get overexcited and just jump in. Think about it. I know you're going to get excited and you want to jump in. I kind of do that too. But take your time and think about it and consult your intuition. And then back here too, if you see, here's the sun rising. And the sun in the tarot is all things awesome. It is a beautiful, bright, new day, a new beginning, a rebirth. You got it, guys. See? The magic wand does it every time. Boink. Everybody have an amazing week. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I appreciate you all so much. Please like, subscribe, share. It always helps to get the information out there so others can hear it too. And happy birthday again to everybody who celebrates this week. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you next week for Tarot Tuesday. Until then, bye-bye.